I'm just so excited, you guys, because this Baron is just so old. And it's like one of the things I wanted to do, but it's depressing to actually do something and think you're gonna have a completely solid car again. So it's been a rough 2 months here in Washington. When I first got here, my radiator started leaking. I bought a new Mishi. I just haven't replaced it yet because I'm still debating on what fans to go with. After that, my input shaft bearing tube broke. Wow, this is the throw up bearing and tube. Oh my God. There's a lot of heat damage to this thing. Normally, this tube would sit right there. I had to send out my gear set to full throttle fab and repair. I got here and my clutch failed. All right guys, I want to show you something that you probably don't see that often. You guys can see my pressure plate fingers are not lined up. You can see this is actually what they would call sprung. My clutch failed, so I had to replace that with a new ACT 6-puck.
Oh, you guys, there it is.
Finally got it. That's that I believe is the flywheel, and the pressure plate will be here Friday. Banged that out, and then I started realizing I had a vibration going on. My intermediate shaft bearing, that was shaking a little bit also. And also my axle. I knew my axle was on its way out even when I got to Florida before I got tuned. The intermediate shaft, I had that bearing and carrier replaced today. That'll be a little bit later on the video. Just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on where I'm at and to show you guys what the carrier looks like before installation and after installation. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm out here taking out the axle. You can see all that buildup right there. I'm believing it's either from my alternator belt or my axle. But I'm also leaking transmission fluid from my intermediate shaft axle seal. So I gotta go ahead and take the axle out. But today I'm gonna be replacing that intermediate shaft bearing with the Darrell Cox. So I got the AutoZone axle right here that was sitting in storage for the past 7-ish years. We are off to AutoZone for my warranty. I bought this axle back in 2015. This is the one that I showed you guys when I was in Bothell. Went there yesterday to see if my warranty was still good, because from what I remember it was lifetime warranty. So the life of the car, as long as I own it. That's gonna be replaced with the one I have right here from AutoZone. Just took it out. There it is. That's the intermediate shaft. And this is the original OEM bearing. I'm assuming just that much wiggle will actually shake the hell out of your subframe and your engine, because me, I have everything stiff mount, so I can feel everything. Quick side by side before I actually walk down to the transmission shop. It's close enough that I don't have to worry about having a car. So look at that thing. So that's a side by side. Beautiful. Definitely a beautiful item. Because there is no option, I believe, for bearings, so this is the only alternative. Now, if you guys know another alternative, leave a comment in the comments below, because everybody should know. Because I believe there's other people out there that need to replace their bearing, or even the intermediate shaft. Darrell Cox does offer an upgraded, I believe, billet plus the bearing and carrier you see here. This is definitely gonna save me, so I appreciate it, Darrell, who are making this for the SRT4 Neons. If you guys like the bearing and carrier that DCR offers, there's a link in the description. You can see that axle seal right there. That one has to be replaced, and those threads on that bracket coming off the back of the block have to be cleaned up. So that seal's gonna come out, and I'm hoping there's no other issues. I'm probably gonna have to take that hard pipe off. And right here is my 03 intermediate shaft with the DCR Billet input shaft bearing carrier. Thank you guys. Definitely a nice piece to my OEM intermediate shaft. But right here is the new axle I'm pretty pumped about. Ooh, look at that thing. The ABS ring lines up and it's bucked up over here. Let's go ahead and replace the seal, and this is the national oil seal. Looks just like the OEM one, which is awesome. So I paid $33-ish for 2 of them. Then we have this. I got this for $170. I couldn't say no to that because he was offering me a cheaper price than what is listed. So definitely throw him an offer and see if he takes. Now let's take a quick look at the old bearing that was pressed off. This is the 2003 OEM bearing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this thing away. Got the new axle seal in, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put those bad Larrys right here. Because my bracket has some bad threads, I'm gonna be putting this red Loctite on this side. We're gonna have to use this little end right here to make sure it bottoms out. I'm hoping that a lot of red Loctite will lock those threads in. Just come to realize that 5mm works perfectly. Oh, it seems like my threads on the bracket are only stripped in the first section, where these studs actually go a lot further in from what I'm feeling. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Wiped off the excess red Loctite, and now I'm gonna do number 2. Alright, there we go. They're on there. I cleaned up all that rubber stuff that's been flying here because of the belt. That much spin is not good. Alright, for some odd reason, I'm gonna take one stud out and put the other stud back in after. Got that out. See if this works. Wow. Well, I'm gonna take both out. For some odd reason, it's a pain in the ass. Could be because the transmission's at an angle, so it's making it harder for it to slide in. Let's hope this goes smoothly. So it seems like the holes aren't lined up. It's weird. If you can see, I have my rubber hammer wedged in there, pushing down on the back one, and I'm tightening it, no problem. But it's the one that is to the right. Hole doesn't line up that well, so we're gonna have to do what we can to line it up. Put that other one in. That's what it took, you guys. You can see, top right, put a flathead behind the block and on top of the carrier, just to push it down a little bit, but then I had the rubber hammer wedged in the back of the block where there's a bolt hole, and then in the middle of the carrier, and it pushed it just enough that I could take this 1/4 inch with a 1/4 inch extension and that 5mm, just enough to angle it and push as hard as I possibly could until the threads catched, while I'm holding that flathead and prying it down. I don't know if my bracket's just messed up or whatnot, but we're gonna see how good this DCR intermediate shaft carrier Baron holds up. I believe it'll be a lot stronger than the one from earlier where it was just shaking around. It definitely was shot. So there it is, you guys. Look at that. She is beautiful. Take that out, and now we're gonna go ahead and put the nuts on there, which he does supply, and they're not Chinese made, so that's good, unlike his oil pan stud kit. I'm just gonna take a tad bit of red Loctite. I believe the direction said, but I'm just gonna tighten it to my liking. It's gonna be a 13 mil. I'm just gonna snug them up, you guys. Don't overdo it. Just like that. And that's what your end product should look like. Wow, she's looking beautiful back there. I'm so happy I got that replaced, you guys. Now we got the new axle. Making sure all the splines look good. That's the side that'll slide into the hub, the spindle on this end. So we're just gonna resize that up real quick. Yeah, she works. But don't forget, most importantly, that little O-ring that I showed you guys. Just make sure it goes back on. I removed it before I gave it to them, that way I didn't forget. I like to put a little bit of grease on the splines, that way they don't get seized onto one another. Just a little bit, you guys. Legit like that. Now we're just gonna slide her in. There we go. Give her a nice love tap. Also check to see if your nut spins on, which it does. The only thing that I'm having a hard time with is putting the spindle hub assembly back onto the ball joint. That's probably the hardest part, but I usually have somebody to help me, but I don't, so I'm gonna have to try to do something and get it done. All right, thanks to the neighbor over here. He helped me get my hub assembly on the ball joint down here. Now I gotta put the bolt in, put the outer tie rod in, tighten that, and I think I should be good. I did realize something over here. I am leaking from my water pump. Now that you see that I gotta do my water pump and timing, that sucks, but that's more video content. Future content. Subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. If you are, then that's what's up. Hopefully you're notified. If anybody is interested in supporting my channel, helping me grow, buy more filming equipment, or you know, anything needed for the channel, car parts, etc., patreon.com. Link is at the top right of the screen or in the description. Like I said, comment, subscribe, and yeah, hopefully this has helped you and you guys are interested in buying this product. DCR, Billet carrier, and Baron. Link is in the description. All my links are always in the description. Go check them out, guys. Be easy and stay tuned. Peace. I know I never say it, but Daryl Cox Racing, thank you. DCR, appreciate it. My water pump, come on, dude. I'm gonna actually order one of those real quick. I might just buy an eBay one because the fact that I don't really care to spend stupid ass money when I don't have to pay anybody to do my work.